That's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Inter Miami facing Barcelona.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Well, it's a fairly standard 4-4-2, which you don't see that often, but it does have its strength, particularly with the front two they've got playing today. They're both good players.
Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside Pedri in the centre of midfield, and the starting role in attack today is handed to Robert Lewandowski.
Thank you for joining us. Now get ready for a great match.
So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. Early ball in. Well, in fact, a good but straightforward claim by the keeper. And he read it well, intercepting it.
That's really good awareness there.
Balde. Now with Yamal. Dani Olmo. Pedri. What a brilliant pass. And well positioned to clear. Pedri. Here's Rafinha. Lewandowski. Pedri. And he's in an offside position. Jordi Alba. On to Bright. Went in strongly, decisively. Dani Olmo. That's a good-looking pass. Well, that's a really top-notch piece of defending. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Now with Bright. Segovia. Sergio Busquets has lost it. Rafinha. Now with de Jong. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski. And he has teammates to give it to. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Over it comes. Well, the move breaks down. De Jong. Now with Pedri. Frenkie de Jong. Balde. Well read to put an end to that attack. Sergio Busquets. Lionel Messi. Messi. Very effective pass. Now he must favour the cross. This might get them in front.
They just need a bit more penetration, that's for sure.
On to Bright. Great weight on the pass. Delivering it into the box. Threat over for now, it seems. Well, it could be on for him here. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Now a decent position. Might jump in front. And the first goal, always important. Lewandowski has bagged it.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal. Well, he knows that could prove to be a massive goal. Just look at his reaction.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Well, not covering himself in glory defensively. Now with Bright. Is this the equaliser? Strong hand on that one. So inching towards half-time and Barca with the lead. What strikes you about what they put into the first half?
Well, I think they've been the better side in this first half. They've defended well, they've looked dangerous in attack, and they've controlled the midfield. It's been a solid performance so far.
Good idea. Maybe dangerous here. Can they do it? He's blocked it.
That really was a wonderful piece of defending.
Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Threading it. And it's in! A goal for Barcelona! They are the team in charge.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Two 2-0 here, and the ball is moving again. On to Bright. Now Jordi Alba. Segovia. And a clever piece of defending. Yamal. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. And it's a quality pass. Lewandowski, and effectively parried away by the keeper. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, there are sound reasons why we're focusing on Robert Lewandowski. Really enjoying a terrific game up front.
Well, I think he's been outstanding so far. He's looked a constant threat and he's scored a very good goal. What a player he is.
And back in business here. I must say it was a breathtaking performance from Barca in the first half. Let's see how the second half pans out. De Jong. A really good pass. And Lewandowski waiting. Giving it away. Well, this could really help the cause. And just narrowly wide in the end. Segovia. Suarez. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Could play it in. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Dani Olmo. This is Robert Lewandowski. Yamal. Yamal! Well, for power, 10 out of 10. For placement, maybe 8. And defending as a unit.
Well, they defend those areas really well.
Sergio Busquets. Frankie de Jong. They've dropped a bit deep, haven't they? How did they let that attack come to an end? Sergio Busquets. Segovia. Now Jordi Alba. Running with confidence. Suarez. That's a good-looking ball. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Well, that one has promise. Lamine Yamal. Yamal playing it through. Goalkeeping of the highest order.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's absolutely magnificent.
Over it comes. And in a crowded area, the keeper has managed to get there. Suarez. On to Messi. Options in the middle. Can they set up a chance? Just cutting off the supply. Lewandowski. Oh, he's through here. And it goes! A 3-goal cushion, and you truly sense it's a matter of how many.
Well, it's a decent goal, but the defenders certainly played their part. Where were they? They were absolutely all over the place.
Well, the ball is moving again, and Barcelona really cantering to victory now. Jordi Alba. Bright. Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however.
Well, there it is. Barcelona have created chance after chance, and I just can't see that changing. They've been excellent.
Balde. And Barcelona finding space on the flank. And given free rein to run. Oh, looked rushed there. Rafinha. Opportunity here. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Jordi Alba. Well, in the dying embers of the game, and Barcelona all-powerful in this one, Stuart.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
Sergio Busquets. On to Messi. Well, nicely cut out. Lewandowski. On to De Jong. It's a neat move. Yamal. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. He's driven in the corner. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending. Suarez. As far as stoppage time is concerned, 3 minutes here. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Maximiliano Falcon. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat.
That was a worrying display. They were completely outplayed in almost every department. The coach has got a lot of work to do before the next game.
Well, a marvellous effort that from Dani Olmo. Put so much into the game and such a skillful operator.
Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.